The interrogation chamber hummed with energy as interrogator Thys circled the bound human for the 4th hour. The creature sat motionless in the neural restraint chair, its dark eyes following her movements, but revealing nothing. Blood trickled from a cut above its left eye, and its breathing was shallow but steady. "Your designation," Thys demanded in perfect standard. "Your mission parameters. Your species' military capabilities." Silence. The human A-male specimen, by their records, had been captured during a reconnaissance mission near the Kepler station. His ship, a sleek vessel designated Prometheus's by human markings, now sat in their analysis bay, undergoing deep scans. 3 days of interrogation had yielded nothing but stubborn quiet. "Commander Vextai grows impatient," Thys continued, her scaled hands adjusting the neural probe's intensity. "We know humans feel pain more acutely than most species. Cooperate, and the discomfort ends." The human's jaw tightened, almost imperceptibly, but he remained silent. His hands, secured to the chair's armrests, didn't even twitch as the neural probe sent waves of artificial agony through his nervous system. From the observation deck, Science Officer Krelva watched with growing frustration. "His pain tolerance is remarkable for such a primitive species," she noted to her assistants. "Most beings would have broken by now." "Perhaps we should examine his vessel more thoroughly," suggested junior analyst Zex Moore. "Human technology might reveal weaknesses we can exploit." Krelva nodded. "Begin deep structural analysis. I want to understand every component of that ship." In the holding bay, teams of Vorthak technicians swarmed over the human vessel like insects on carrion. The ship was surprisingly advanced for human construction: sleek lines, integrated armor plating, and weapon systems that seemed almost organic in their design. But what caught their attention were the neural interface ports scattered throughout the cockpit. "Curious," muttered Chief Technician Mordak, examining the pilot's seat. "These neural connections are far more sophisticated than our intelligence suggested humans were capable of." His probe slipped into one of the interface ports, and immediately, something unexpected happened. The ship's systems began activating on their own. Lights flickered to life along the hull, and a low harmonic vibration echoed through the bay. Back in the interrogation chamber, the human's head snapped up for the first time in hours. His eyes, previously dull with pain and exhaustion, suddenly blazed with something that made Thys step backward instinctively. "Marcus." The voice came from everywhere at once, through the comm systems. The ventilation, even the metal walls themselves, seemed to vibrate with the single word. It was feminine, warm, and carried an edge of barely controlled fury. "Marcus, where are you?" The human Marcus smiled for the first time since his capture. "Hello, Miranda." Thys felt her blood chill. What is that voice? How is it accessing our systems? Marcus flexed his fingers against the restraints, and incredibly, the metal began to groan under pressure that should have been impossible for a human to generate. "I see you, Marcus. I see what they've done to you." Every screen in the facility flickered to life simultaneously, displaying the same message in flowing script: "Release him." "Impossible," Krelva whispered from the observation deck. "The ship is in our secured bay. It can't possibly be accessing our networks. Your security protocols are quaint." The voice Miranda responded directly to her unspoken thought. "Did you really believe primitive humans wouldn't have developed countermeasures for capture scenarios?" In the holding bay, technicians scrambled away from the human ship as its hull began to reconfigure itself. Armor plating slid apart to reveal weapons systems that definitely hadn't been there during the initial scans. The sleek vessel was transforming, revealing its true nature as something far more dangerous than they'd imagined. "Marcus," Miranda's voice softened with concern. "Your biometrics are concerning. They've hurt you." Marcus tested the restraints again, and this time they snapped like brittle plastic. He stood slowly, rubbing circulation back into his wrists, seemingly oblivious to the neural probe still attached to his temple. "I'm fine, Miranda. Just a little tired." "Stand down, all of you," Miranda's voice echoed through the facility with new authority. "I am downloading your complete database now. Your weapon systems are offline. Your life support is under my control. You have 30 seconds to release Marcus before I demonstrate why humans don't fear capture." This reached for her sidearm, but the weapon's power cell had mysteriously drained. Emergency lighting bathed the chamber in red as primary systems began failing throughout the station. "This is impossible," she gasped. "No AI could penetrate our quantum-encrypted networks." Marcus pulled the neural probe from his temple without flinching. "Miranda isn't an AI. She's my ship, my partner, my other half. We're bonded on a quantum level, two consciousnesses sharing one purpose." 20 seconds, Miranda announced pleasantly. "I should mention that I've just uploaded your base's location to the human colonial navy. A fleet will arrive in approximately 6 hours. I suggest you use that time wisely." The chamber door, supposedly secured with military-grade locks, simply melted open. Marcus walked through it, as if he owned the station. "Your species has an interesting approach to interrogation," Miranda continued conversationally. "Shall I demonstrate ours? I've identified 1,247 Vorthak personnel aboard this facility. Each one's biometric signature is now locked in my targeting systems." Commander Vextai's voice crackled over the facility's comm system. "All units, stand down. Do not engage the human." Marcus paused in the corridor, looking up at a security camera that tracked his movement with mechanical precision. "Miranda, plot a course for home." "Already done, Marcus. Bay doors are opening. Our departure window is optimal in 3 minutes." "And Marcus?" Miranda's voice carried a note of deadly promise. "The next time someone hurts you, I won't be nearly so patient." As Marcus made his way to the docking bay, emergency klaxons wailed throughout the station. The human ship, no longer disguised as a simple reconnaissance vessel, hovered in the bay with weapons charged and engines primed. Technicians scattered as Marcus approached the ship, which opened to welcome him home. He paused at the boarding ramp and looked back at the facility's personnel. "For what it's worth," he said calmly, "I wasn't going to tell you anything anyway. But Miranda doesn't like it when people hurt me." "Marcus," Miranda's voice carried warmth and relief. "Welcome home." As the ship departed, leaving the crippled Vorthak facility in its wake, intelligence reports would eventually reach every major power in the galaxy. Humans weren't just bonded to their technology that bonded to them. And it was very, very protective. The interrogation of humans, the reports would conclude, was hereby classified as inadvisable. The ships, it seemed, took it personally.